5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's right. Girls just want to have fun. And that's what happened in the Radio Faces expert pool. A girl won.
Yeah, the only girl, right?
She sure had fun.
Eric had fun beating Mike Steen, Scott Matheson, Matt Nimmo. That's 3 dicks, 6 balls.
She smashed him.
Wasn't
Just
concerned.
on the table. Spiked bat.
Erica is our Radio Faces NFL expert for the entire season.
I think we should be honored.
Yeah, we are honored.
We are honored.
You know, when we got the email with her picks, I was like, you know what? Good for her, because she really put effort into it.
Yep.
She did, and
Yeah,
she won.
like it was really good.
Is she the first lady of Radio Faces?
She sure is.
Well, Shelly was here watching one week.
Well,
Yeah, it's also true.
I did.
Well, she is our expert, and like an expert is doing, she has sent us in her picks. So I'm going to read them off. This is how we're going to start the show. She's picked 3 moneyline games, meaning just the winner, 3 point spreads, and 3 over-unders. And guys, chime in whenever you want. For just moneyline straight-up wins, she's taking San Fran to beat the Giants this weekend,
love it.
Miami to beat St. Louis,
Yep, why not?
Detroit to beat Philly, and she said this is the upset special. Detroit coming off a bye week and going to be fired up. Philly may be the most overrated team in the NFL, and Megatron will make a statement this game.
Back that she called them Megatron.
Damn right.
Kind of
The Eagles
attracted to
the Eagles are
Erica right now.
really overrated. They win every game by what, half a point?
And by the way, she's done a little blurb on every game. We just
She's
unfortunately have
badass.
15
She
minutes.
was the pick from the beginning.
Yeah.
She's carried it home.
And yeah, credit to you, Chapin,
Thank
for
you.
calling it from the beginning, because he did.
He really did.
It was all faith.
Point spread. She's picked 3 outcomes here. She has Tampa covering -3.5 over KC.
I actually like her blurb on this one. Did you read this one? There's 2 weeks to prepare for Brady Quinn when they need about 2 hours.
Indy, they're playing the Jets. The Jets are -3. She said, I'm tempted to take Indy straight up, as they're the better team with a better QB. Jets did everything they could to win Monday night and still lost, so they got nothing left in their bag of tricks. And finally, she is taking New England -3.5 versus Seattle. She said they found a running game and Seattle doesn't have replacement refs to help them with a victory against a better team. Ooh.
Like that.
She's still not replacement. Sorry. And an over-under, yeah, she did some over-unders. Buffalo versus Arizona, she took under 43. Giants San Fran, 44.5, she took over. And Green Bay Houston, 48, she took over.
I can't believe Green Bay Houston's only 48 points. I was expecting easily in the 50s.
I don't know. Either way, I'm definitely going to be following these picks on Sunday.
We will come back next week and tell you guys how well she did. And for those people who follow along and are bettors, feel free to take Erica's expert advice because she kicked ass.
She really
in
did.
3 weeks.
Yep.
Didn't she get like 11 of 14 games in the last week?
It was stupid.
Yeah,
like,
That's great. That's a good percentage. Like, she system betting is what we should be finding out.
system betting. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds
It's
complicated.
like counting cards.
Oh, you know what?
Regression
Melanie was
analysis.
explaining this to me the other day. But, yeah, so it's counting cards in sports betting. Well, whatever it is she's doing, she won. Those are her picks for this week. Do you guys have any big picks for the weekend? Or do you guys do you disagree with any of hers?
No, well, what I was saying before we even gone on the air is that Packers Texans is going to be an over. I think it's going to be 60 points.
I don't know.
Are we afraid to disagree with her?
I'm not afraid to disagree with her. I did pick her. I at least should be able to disagree with her. I think that game could be under. Houston's D is pretty solid, and Green Bay hasn't looked too shit hot in terms of the scoring prowess that they had last year.
Completely agree. I just think that Green Bay is, if they fall behind, they're just going to air show it out, and their offense is still fine.
Houston's controlled the clock a lot this year with that running game, and they seem to put up points doing so still.
We'll see. Maybe I'm just hoping for it because I pretty
Schaub
much...
only has, I think, 8 touchdowns.
Save it. We're talking
So,
NFL
okay.
and this or that, and that portion begins right now. Okay, first question. Who's the better undefeated team, Atlanta or Houston?
Houston, go the Texans. Just like I said, massive running game. They control the clock, and their defense has been killer. Hurts losing Cushing for the year, but they're still the team. I still think they're the better team.
Completely agree. Best running back in the league, wicked defense, and their passing game is definitely solid enough.
Okay, so we're talking good things, but let's talk bad things. What's worse, New Orleans defense or Jacksonville's offense?
I gotta go with the Jaguars on that one. They are not too shit hot. Yes, the Jaguars.
Awesome.
Was
Was that just wag jag
a
backwards?
little bit? They're shit. They cannot score. It's an inside joke. I can't reveal the insideness until a later date. But moving on.
You know what? I when I initially looked at it, I thought the Saints, and then we talked about that the Jags have scored 65 points in 5 games.
Yeah.
And that's fucking terrible.
It's 13 points a game.
Less than 2 touchdowns a game.
Gotta love
you aren't
trading
winning
for players on the
shit.
team.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bad. New Orleans has let up a fuckload of points.
But at
though.
least New Orleans can score enough to still win.
But to Jacksonville's, I guess, defense, New Orleans' defense has probably cost them more games than Jacksonville's offense. 'Cause I don't think Jacksonville's ever winning games. They can put up another fucking 10 points. I don't think they're winning those games.
Yeah.
New Orleans has scored one of the
What's
most.
their,
some
what's
of the
their
most points in the
differential?
league.
I bet you the Jags are like a minus 50.
We can find that out.
I have no idea.
New Orleans was like a minus 10 though, which is reasonable for a team that's 1-4.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay. Roger Goodell, keeping in mind the bounty gate that happened before the season, the fact that he's reissuing suspensions today because they got lifted. People tried to sue him, I think. Keep in mind the replacement ref mess. Keep in mind the fact that they tried to do a lockout last year and then just caved when they realized they get way too much fucking money from the TV. Is Roger Goodell a stud or a dud?
I'm going to say stud. The only real big blemish was probably the replacement refs, but you know what? Good for him. The second it got out of control and people were like, it's starting to cost games, right away he signed them and said, you know what? I'll suck it up. I'll go back to the bargaining table and I'll bring him in. The bounty thing, good for him. Suspend these guys. You don't want guys killing each other. And the lockout, you know what? They didn't lose games, so I don't really care.
I have no rebuttal. I totally agree with that.
But just for anyone
Sound
who
like you were
wants...
trying to lead us anyways.
No,
in
I
this
wasn't.
answer.
I wasn't. I guess playing devil's advocate, just for anyone who thinks the NFL's in great shape because of Goodell, he inherited this great.
Oh, yeah, Tagliabue was amazing.
Yeah, like, you know, they say Obama inherited a shitty country from Bush? Like Goodell inherited a great league from Tagliabue. Like most, like...
No, I agree.
revenue,
Tagliabue
everything.
was really good. But I think that as soon as he sees a mistake like the refs, and all of a sudden it's become a problem, right away he's like, you know what, fine, swallow my pride. He's not holding back. He's like, fuck it, I'll pay them what they need.
I like that he swallows his pride. There's a point where he's tried to push the envelope a little bit, and I think that's what you're getting to in terms of,
I think he's been
has
Hollywood.
He reached over, but Hollywood brings in numbers, and it's just, I think part of their game is Hollywood.
He's Hollywood at the draft. You guys ever seen at the
That's what I'm
draft when these
saying.
guys get drafted and he's like hugging them and giving them secret handshakes? And I'm like, you're
I
the
don't-
commissioner of the league.
Yeah, I don't want my commissioner being Hollywood.
I don't think he wanted to leave the rest of the guys out after he tagged up the first guy
Yeah,
who
that's
got
actually-
drafted. I think that was the case, right? I remember him
Yeah, like he
saying
was
that.
like, blowing it up and shit. And
Well,
I'm like,
back
what
then.
is going on, man?
What is going on with the Jays managerial position? Who will be our manager next year? And I know we've asked this before, but there's been developments since. And did we miss out on Francona?
I have no fucking clue who's going to be our manager.
Okay.
There is so much turmoil. I don't think Farrell is going to be our manager. Why? Otherwise, why the fuck wouldn't we have signed him already?
And I think we all thought before he was, but obviously things have changed.
I have no idea what's going on. And it'd be nice to fucking have a little bit of insight into what the hell's going on. The team's a mess. They've been a mess all year. And I think the worst thing that could possibly happen is having a coach just bounce. It just shows that he doesn't want to stick with these young group. We're getting behind the young guys, or trying to as a
Bad
city in a
optics.
team phase, and this guy gets out of here. Fuck. Like, what else do we have to do?
From the Jays position, and we'll get to you in a second, Lou. From the Jays position, if he's not going to resign, I think you let him go, though.
Yeah, absolutely. But he has one more year, right?
He has one more year left.
So,
But if he's not even
they're
going to
still trying
resign now for the following year, I think you let him go now.
Oh, it should be in their best interest to let him go. I can't believe that they haven't tried to re-sign him, or at least we've heard that they've tried to re-sign him.
He's not going to be the manager. And they would have given them the ringing endorsement and said, 100% he's our manager, don't talk about it. Apparently they're giving Boston permission to talk to him. They should probably go experienced and get a guy like Manny Acta or whatever from the Indians. They'll probably take Butterfield or
Jesus.
Sandy Alomar or Sal Fasano.
Not
which-
Sal Fasano.
Yeah, no. I don't know why you hate him so much.
Because
heard good things
His
he
about
mustache
Sal.
is
He will
legit.
single-handedly molest the Jays Kids Care Foundation.
Just with that stash.
Yes.
But
It's a
the thing
great
is that
stash.
I think if they're going to change from Farrell, because let's be honest, the Jays this year, the problem was the kids ran wild in the clubhouse, right?
Another reason why you can't have Sal Fasano.
Yeah.
no kids running
But
wild.
like, you know,
Fucking sexy
like,
kids.
Laurie's throwing helmets. He doesn't get penalized. They're making base run mistakes. That's a rookie manager. That's a manager just trying to be buddies with everybody. You can't bring in another guy. You got to bring an experienced guy. I don't think they miss Francona because Francona has a lot of ties in Cleveland. He was going there anyways. It was just not going to happen.
Either way, before we move on to something next, at what point is this a reflection of the team that Anthopoulos puts on the field? Before, just
I
to
don't
take
think-
it to
Oh, I'll
another
tell you,
level?
once the manager's gone, you get one manager or one
That's-
coach, and then the heat goes on you.
Fine.
No, absolutely.
So
Burke
it-
started getting the heat after Wilson got gassed. I think you see that across all sports.
Yeah.
Teams that are doing well, they're in the playoffs right now. Who is going to be in the World Series?
I'm going Yankees Reds.
I'm still saying Giants and Yankees.
Big comeback.
Giants. and
comeback from the
Yankees.
Giants.
Okay. We're not going to go through round by round, but those are. I'll go.
Yeah, what about you? What are you thinking there?
I'll
Rupa?
go Detroit. Washington.
Why not?
If Baltimore gets through the Yankees, do they run the table?
Fuck, maybe.
That's momentum too.
Their bullpen's
Does
solid.
Washington
I don't know
pull
anything about this
Strasburg out if they make the World Series?
They should.
They won't, but they
fucking
should.
should.
I know nothing about this year.
Perfect.
Switching over to hockey, or we think it's hockey. If the KHL aired in Canada, would people watch it? And I don't mean a little few people. I mean, would it, do well,
No,
even with household names there?
it would do well somewhere else, not in Toronto.
I don't know. I don't think so. I wouldn't give a shit about it, but maybe people would. It depends. I mean, do people go to the AHL games when there's a lockout?
Attendance does go up.
But like dramatically or little?
It goes up.
Okay. I don't
It's
know.
not going down.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what he's trying to say.
You'll get people to watch, like hockey people will watch, but I don't think you're going to get anywhere near the NHL ratings.
Now, Brizgalov, and this sort of ties into the last question, Brizgalov, who's a beauty on his own, has said that if the lockout continues, there's a chance players might stay in Europe and Russia, even when the NHL does come back on. Do you believe him?
Sure, why not? I see every reason as to why they could. We think, it's North American ties. These guys don't have the same North American ties, and maybe they're just tired of the bullshit that's gone on. It keeps happening. It's reoccurring. Why not stay home and get paid the same, if not more money?
Russian guys maybe, North American not a
Yeah.
chance. I don't think they do at all.
No?
North American guys want to come home. They want to play in what's considered the best league in the world.
Exactly for the reason that there could be potential reasons to stay in
Sure.
Russia. Aaron, your thoughts?
My thoughts are they'll come back. They'll come back.
They'll all come back.
You know what's coming back? Wins and fails segment right now. Okay, Lou, lead us off. Win or fail?
I'm going to call it a win. My win is Hulk Hogan. I don't know if anybody knows about this. You should know out of all people. Hulk Hogan has a sex tape.
Do you know who it's with?
Yeah.
Do you know who it was?
Yeah, his ex-wife.
Hulkamania.
No, his
No.
buddy's ex-wife.
It Bubba the Love Sponge's wife.
Bubba Sue?
Sorry?
He's a radio host. His name's Bubba.
Yeah, anyways, it's his ex-wife.
right.
The
Right.
thing is
What the fuck?
that Hogan was still married to his wife,
Yeah.
and she didn't know. But the Bubba the fuck whatever his name is guy,
Bubba the Love Sponge.
sure,
Bubba
that's
the Love
that's not his
Sponge.
actual name.
No. His middle name is Love the.
Anyways,
Well, good research there, Lou.
he
What
gave
ethnicity is Sponge?
he gave Hogan permission to bang his wife on film.
When's this?
The tape came out
He
recently.
didn't know it was being filmed, apparently.
But the film came out recently, but it happened like 8 years, like a long time ago.
6 years ago.
And Hogan said he did it. The reason why he cheated on his wife, which was the biggest regret of all of it, is because she used to physically and emotionally abuse him. You're fucking Hulk Hogan.
He got out of line.
Like, rip off her shirt or something.
I don't know.
I heard in the porno he drops a third leg drop.
Forehead, eh?
My win fail, it's a fail, and weirdly, I didn't even know yours was same theme, wrestling. Another dark story about wrestling, probably the reason they should have unions. Do you guys remember Sunny? Hot chick,
The chick,
blonde
yeah. She
from
was
the
in,
90s?
wasn't she no, sorry, one of the Nitro Girls?
No.
Okay.
Anyway,
After all that, I fucked
for
it
the
up.
she yesterday in 4 weeks got arrested for her 5th time. 3 consecutive days in September she got arrested for abuse, like domestic abuse, and then I think there was a drunk driving, and then there was another domestic abuse yesterday. That's 4 weeks, 5
She was
arrests.
doing the domesticating abuse?
Yeah, she was beating people up.
Right on.
Upon her arrest, police found Sunny, Sitch, her real name, hiding under a blanket on the bedroom floor and slurring her words. She's a mess.
So she needs to hook up with Randy Travis, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Are you trying to get sentimental on us here?
No, not at all. I don't know. It's not sunny. It's gloomy.
It's very gloomy.
It's cloudy.
Nice.
It's bad. Chapin win or
With a
fail.
chance of thunders.
My win is Ichiro's Gangnam Style tap dance all the way around. Matt Wieters at home plate yesterday. The run meant absolutely fuck all in the game other than the single digit they put up. I think it was 2-1. I really hope it was 2-1. And that's it. That's a win. It was,
That was
a great
awesome.
tap dance.
Yeah,
it was
one of the
move.
one of the best
I've never
slides at
seen
home
a
we've ever seen.
lunge and a second lunge and a dive.
And Wieters
shit
is like
that.
6'5", 6'6",
Big
so
dude.
it's pretty impressive.
Robinson
Ichiro.
Kuno was going nuts on second. It was just like anticipation. Hands up, hands down, hands up again. Yay! Look, we scored a run.
You're going Ichiro. You went Hulk Hogan. I went Sunny. What the fuck is this podcast going to do? This was number 19, and we are going to be back next week with number 20. Or, sorry, in 2 weeks maybe with number 20. We're going to do some special
You
stuff.
never know.
Not sure what exactly it is, but we will definitely include Erica's picks
Oh, yeah.
again.
Well, unless she goes 0 for 9.
You know, even still.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
no,
cut
she's
her a
got free
break.
reign. She's got free reign.
Thank you so much for listening to the first 19 podcast. We will be back with number 20 soon. Sayonara.
Ciao.
Crashing down and it hurts inside.